Good evening and welcome to the Woollahra Healthy Food Recipe Club. I'm going to demonstrate, my name is Nyana and I'm going to demonstrate 3 recipes. And just to let you know, we are planning to video this onto YouTube, so it'll be available tomorrow online on YouTube. If you don't want your questions to be heard on YouTube, then can you please write the questions on chat, okay? All the recipes I'm presenting tonight are coming from Jeremy Dixon's book, Cook 30.2, okay? My first recipe is Italian pumpkin risotto. So the first part of it is 3 cups of cubed pumpkin, half a cup of cashew nuts, raw cashew nuts, and some nutmeg, just a teaspoon of nutmeg powder, sorry. And I baked it with a tablespoon of oil in the oven for 20 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on my machine first. Okay, so this is the risotto, and I've got 3 cups of cooked basmati white rice. It's already cooked. If you want to cook it from the beginning, all you need to do is have 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of hot water, and you boil it for about 20 minutes. It should be fine. Okay, you'll get 3 cups. So I'm going to put this, warm the rice in my pan. You can use brown rice if you like. Put in the pumpkin. Just give it a stir. And it's going to take a bit of time to warm up a bit. So, and then 2 cups of frozen peas. You don't have to defrost it because as it warms up, it'll get mixed up and it'll defrost completely. Okay. Half a red onion, chopped really fine. Just added it in. I've got, just a second, teaspoon of, half a teaspoon of salt. 1 tablespoon of liquid honey. You can reduce it if you want. I'd probably put about half a tablespoon. I don't like my food to be too sweet. One teaspoon of mixed herbs. You see the mixed herbs? Just stir it up. Just make sure that the peas are defrosted completely. That's about right, because most of the food is cooked except for the frozen peas, and it's defrost, they're already cooked. And it's be nice and firm. So you just have to serve this up. Just turn it on. Any questions? Any questions?
No.
Sorry if folks can't taste this, but you can see how it's, oops. Just hold that for me. Bit of tahini. I'm just going to drizzle a little bit over the top of it. Okay. I've used hulled tahini, so it's a bit lighter colored and it's not so strong. If you want to, you can use unhulled one, and they tend to be a bit dark colored. Just a little bit to drizzle on top for garnish. And then I got some pistachios. They're pretty expensive, mind you, but they're nice. That you can put on top just for a little color. Okay. That's the first recipe. Italian pumpkin risotto. My second recipe is going to be, any questions? No?
No.
My second recipe is beetroot hummus. Okay, it takes 2 tablespoons of tahini in it. What I'm going to do is, because my NutriBullet is small, I'm going to use it in 2 halves. So like the same amount made into 2. Okay, so it says 2 tablespoons. So what I'll do is I'll put 1 tablespoon in one container and the other tablespoon in the other container. If people are allergic to tahini, to sesame seeds, then they can't have tahini, okay? So just be careful. But hummus without tahini is not exactly the right thing. Okay. I've cooked some beetroot. There's 2 beetroots I've cooked. And the thing about beetroot is it makes everything red, but it's very nice. The next ingredient is chickpeas. I bought a 400-gram can of chickpeas and I've drained it and rinsed it. So I'm just going to put half of it in here.
Now, just one question.
Yep.
Sorry for the previous one. You mentioned about the tahini, the 2 different types of tahini.
Okay.
And that might apply to this as well. So just explain what the different types are.
Okay. There's what we call hulled tahini, which means the sesame seeds, the skin has been removed, and therefore the taste is not very strong, and it's actually very pleasant. If you want the unhulled one, that means it tends to have the skin on it, and it's been made into a paste, and the paste is very, very strong in flavor. Quite often, if you're using in a recipe and it asks for tahini, if you're using the unhulled one, go half. Otherwise, it becomes quite bitter. Okay, what else do I need to put? I need to put some salt. Like you notice, I'm sort of halving everything up, and I have to put some garlic. This is 3 cloves of garlic, which have been squashed. You can put more if you like, if you're one of those people like me who likes a lot of garlic. And what I'm going to do is just squeeze a lemon in. Probably noticed the lemon juice been flying because I've squashed the lemon a bit so it's nice and soft. So when you squeeze it in, then you really have nice juice coming out. I left out something very important called cumin. I'll add that in a minute. One teaspoon of cumin. Like half a lemon will give you 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. So when you have 1 whole lemon, it'll give you your full 2 tablespoons. Cumin. Sorry. This is cumin powder, ground cumin powder, or cumin, some people call it. Okay. I'm just going to put half a teaspoon in each. You can leave it out if you don't want it. You can buy that quite easily at either Woolies or Coles. They're not that expensive. If you're not using very often, then I would buy it in this amount. Otherwise, you can go to the Asian shop and buy it with a big quantities. Now, basically, I'm just going to try it without adding water and see whether there's enough in there. It's quite thick, so I'm going to add some water. And what I've done is the water, I boiled the beetroot in. I've capped it, so you can use quite a bit of it. I'm just adding a bit more water because the tahini is at the bottom and hasn't got mixed. And you can see how red and nice it is. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these and give it a good stir to make sure my tahini gets mixed. It's very, very red, as you can see. I'm going to give it one more swirl in the well, the rest of it can be made the same way. I'm just going to leave that alone for now. that's half the recipe, and that's quite a lot. And you just serve it up with a dip or something, with chips or with pieces of vegetables, okay? And basically a bit of chopped continental parsley to put for decoration. And that's my second dish. See that? Any questions?
Okay.
No questions? The third dish I'm going to make is a strawberry or blueberry slushy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use it blueberry. Mr. Dixon uses a strawberry one, but I'll do a blueberry. So you just get 2 cups of frozen blueberries. You can get it from any supermarket. Nice and frozen because it's a slushy, so we want it all nicely frozen. A little bit more because my cup didn't fill up earlier. There it is. 2 cups of frozen blueberries. I need 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Like I mentioned, half a lemon comes to about 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. I just squeeze that in straight in. You take my word, it's about 1 tablespoon. If you like more, you can always add more if you want a little bit more zesty flavor. And put some of the bits of the inside of the lemon in as well, because it's actually quite nice. And this is going to be like a drink to have. And I'm going some lemon zest, which I peeled before. I'm not very good at making lemon zest.
What's lemon zest?
Lemon zest is the skin of the lemon, which has been scraped into bits, just finely scraped, basically. So it is basically your skin of the lemon. Some recipes call for orange zest, and you just do the same. You just take the skin of the lemon, of the orange, and scrape it. It actually gives a little bit of, yeah. Okay, it says 2 tablespoons of honey. I'm actually going to put just that little bit, about 1 tablespoon, because I don't like my drinks to be too sweet. And half a cup of water. I'm going to just put maybe okay, that's just plain water from the tap. I'm going to add a little bit more water because it sort of didn't get properly mashed up. It all depends on your blender. Some blenders can do it less and others need more water. Here's some powder. Okay, that feels good. I'm just going to move all this stuff out of my way. Any questions?
There's a question. Are you taking the pith off the lemon?
A little bit of the pith I add in, but I don't put seeds in, just make sure. So when I scraped it, then I scraped some of the pith into it. You can leave it out if you don't want to. And this is a blueberry slushy, and you can see blueberries make it really dark. If you're using strawberries, the color will be lighter, nice pink color. Okay, if you like, you can put something on top if you like, probably a piece of mint to make it look pretty, or you can just serve it up like that. Any questions? Any further questions? No? You can ask aloud. Okay. I'm just going to say a couple of things before I finish. If any of you would like to do a recipe, we would love you to send the recipe to me and then maybe organize for you to demonstrate it. And I will make a recipe sheet for it. Okay. So I've got your risotto, Italian pumpkin risotto. I've got the hummus. And normally you would serve the hummus with crackers or with fresh vegetables chopped up. And this is your slushy, which is like a drink. You can have it thinner if you like to, so that's easier to drink. Diane, do you have a question?
Can you put coconut on top of the slush?
I would put coconut flakes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. It'll look pretty if you put coconut flakes, or you can put anything else, whatever you like, basically. Or you can actually put a fresh blueberry on top.
Why did you put cashew nuts in the risotto?
Well, the recipe calls for it, basically. Yeah. And if you notice, the risotto's it's pretty healthy because it's got the rice, and then it's got the vegetables, and then it's got the nuts as well. So it's pretty much a whole meal.
Beautiful.
And you can serve it with a salad.
Mm.
I'm not making a salad today.
No, it's lovely.
It looks nice. Let's hope it tastes nice. It'll probably look different if you use brown rice. It'll look a lot darker.
Can you put stock with it?
Yes, you can. But I would actually cook your rice in stock.
Yeah.
The rice has already got that flavor if you want it. Instead of boiling it in water, just boil it with a bit of stock.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, because when you're cooking it, finally, you're doing it very quickly, and your stock will make it very moist.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Diane.